Hello, and welcome back to my channel, or just welcome if you're new here. Today I want to talk about dolls, and not just any dolls, specifically dolls and plushies and any kind of little toys that I have either made or customized in some way. So, sorry if you were wanting more goth content, but it's dolly time now, so I hope you still enjoy it, and hopefully I'll get some new viewers too. So I guess let's get started. First, I want to start with something that I made a very long time ago. I made this doll here. I repainted her face to be this nice little skull heart shape, and I made this dress using a lot of the materials from her original dress, like this lace and like the sleeves, and I styled her hair into like these little horns. And I think I made this, God, must have been like 12 years ago, but I don't really do like straight up horror dolls like this anymore. These days I usually do just more like elegant gothic dolls, but I think this is still really cool. It's one of my earlier things, and yeah, you get to see where I started with all this stuff, sort of. I mean, not the very start, but like an early thing that I made. Next, let's move on to something else that's pretty old. Is this. This is a little plush cat, and I didn't make the plush itself, but I made his little top hat. I made this little patch, his eye patch here. I gave him whiskers. He didn't originally have whiskers, but now he does, if you can see that. I'm not sure how well that shows up. You can kind of see he's got whiskers. I gave him this little ruffled collar, this little heart patch, and on the back I gave him this little cameo here, and this little star-shaped patch, this little ribbon on his tail. I made this maybe also around 12 years ago, maybe more like 10, I don't know. It's pretty old though. So now moving on, we're gonna get to some things that I made somewhat more recently. Well, actually, this is a redo of like my very oldest doll, I think, that I redid. Originally, she was totally different. Her makeup was way different. She had like, I drew stripes on her arms with like Sharpie, and she had like weird makeup and like black lipstick and all kinds of stuff. But a few years ago, I looked at her and I was like, you know what? I can do better than that now. So I totally removed all the makeup I had done. I redid her hair, made her a brand new dress, and yeah, I like the way she looks now a lot better than she did before. She's got this nice black velvet bodice with little lacy sleeves and this black skirt with the white lace here. I think she's looking pretty cute now. Let's see, what do I want us to talk about next? Next, I think I'll talk about. Oh, I'm dropping things. This doll here, I think she's a Madame Alexander doll, and I kept her skirt the same, but I made her this new little top. It's got like a cute little heart here, and I made her this little choker, and I redid her makeup. I think she has kind of a cute little 50s bad girl aesthetic, sort of, like she's gonna be smoking cigarettes in the bathroom. But she doesn't have shoes. Most of my dolls don't have shoes because that's one thing I haven't figured out how to do yet. Hopefully someday I'll figure that out and I can make shoes for all my dolls, but for right now, I've got a lot of barefoot dolls. Let's see, what did we talk about next? Yeah, here's another one that I did more subtle alterations to. I dyed her dress this gray color. It was just white, and I actually hand painted like all the black lace on her dress. It was originally just white too, and can't remember if I painted her shoes or if they came black, but I know I added this little black ribbon on here, and I redid her hair a little bit. Yeah, I think that's all I did to her. I did her makeup. Did I mention that? But yeah, she's got heavier makeup. Hold on. Can you see it very well? Not really. Let's turn down this light a little bit. You see it better? Yeah, sort of. Okay. All right, let's move on. Here's another one that I did more subtle changes to. I redid her makeup, of course. I added a couple little buttons to her top, and I added this black ribbon to the waist. Originally, these little roses were at her waist, but I put them up on her bonnet because it made her bonnet stand up a little more, and I liked that look better, and I added this black butterfly applique to her skirt and this black braid trim, as well as this black lace underlayer to her skirt that you can kind of see peeking out, sort of. Doesn't show up so well on camera, but yeah, you can kind of see it peeking out there. Now, here is a doll that my mom got me. She is like a little rubber doll, and I redid her makeup and I painted her outfit on. I didn't sew anything this time. This time I just painted it, and I guess she's supposed to be like a little baby, but in my head she is just like a chubby young adult woman. So with my own dolls, they can be whatever I want them to be. You know, they can be adults even if they were intended to be babies. So that's the beauty of having your own dolls. You get to decide who they are. You get to create a little character with every doll, especially when you redo them yourself. You customize them, you add a lot of your own personality. You get to decide who they are, and I think that's so fun. That's why I like dolls. Every one of them is a little character. It's a little work of art, and when you customize them, you get to contribute to that art. And so when I customize a doll, it's like a collaboration between me and the original creator to create something new, and I think that's just so cool. Let's see. Here is a doll. She was originally like a little hula girl, sort of. Her outfit wasn't like super accurate or cute or anything like that, but I redid it. I gave her this sort of more ballerina-esque look. Not really, but sort of, I guess. She's got a tutu-ish type thing, and she's got like this satin bodice that I made out of ribbons. She's not my best work, really, but I think she's still pretty cute. I got kind of lazy with the construction in certain areas, but whatever. She looks nice enough from a distance. Here's another one that I like a lot better. I got her without an outfit, but I've seen the original dolls before, and they have like this satin clown suit. So I think this outfit is a lot better. It's got that same sort of butterfly applique that you saw in one of my other dolls on her, and this long sort of black Victorian-esque dress, along with this little hat that used to be a brooch, but I sort of altered it. I added the little bow and the little flower and the veil and the little feather that doesn't want to stand upright. But yeah, I think she looks a lot cuter as like a clown. She originally had like these big, puffy, weird feet that I didn't really know what to do with because they didn't match the vibes at all. So I tried to sculpt her some new feet. They look kind of awkward and weird, but they look better than the weird, big, puffy things. But like I said, shoes are something that I still haven't figured out yet. I'll have to experiment more with shoes. Most of the time these days I don't even try, but you know, that's something I need to get around to eventually. Especially if I ever plan on like selling my dolls. I don't currently sell them, I never have, but I don't know, maybe someday, maybe if people express interest in that sort of thing, I can do something like that. Let's move on though. Let's see, let's do another plush. It's been a while since we've done a plush. This is a little teddy bear that was once two teddy bears, but I cut one of their heads off and I sewed it on to the body of another one, and now I've got a little cute two-headed bear. And I still have the body of the other bear, and I want to do something to it at some point, but I haven't decided what sort of head I want to give to him yet. But hopefully I'll figure something out and make something cute. If I do, I guess I'll have to show you guys. Let's see. Here's a little wind-up monkey toy that a family member gave to me, but I added this little black braided trim around his hat, as well as these two little ribbon rosettes on his hat. And I painted his little drum. It's got black and white stripes and a red border, and his little collar here with a little red bow. And I gave him cute little red chickies. Let's see. He doesn't really bang his drum so good anymore, but you know, we won't hold it against him. Let's see. Here is another Madame Alexander doll that was given to me by the same relative that gave me the little monkey, but she has such a cute little old school Lolita style dress now that I made for her, and I made her this little like headdress and everything to go with it. I kept her original petticoat because it's still really nice, but yeah, I made her this little cute old school Lolita outfit. Still her original shoes and socks because I don't know how to make them. Let's see. Here's something I made not too long ago. Well, maybe like several months ago, but still. This is Scully Darling. I made this 100% from scratch. This isn't something that I modified. This is something that I totally designed and made myself. This is an OC of mine that I've had since I was like in high school. She's meant to be like my little Hello Kitty style mascot character, and this is Scully Darling. I think she came out so cute. She's got this cute little, another Lolita dress, little stripy stockings. Let's see. Here's a little cloth doll that I made. She's sort of inspired by like 1920s boudoir dolls, which I'd really like to get a real one someday, but I think she came out pretty cute. She's got this curly blonde hair and this little dress. I think this is made out of like the lining of a jacket that I cut up and used for other things. Most of my dolls, like when I make their clothes, I use upcycled textiles. Like I'll use old clothes and stuff. I use a lot of upcycled textiles for a lot of my DIY projects, both like accessories as well as the doll clothes and all kinds of different stuff, because I never like to throw away an old piece of clothes. I just like to turn it into something else. I don't like to just throw stuff away. I like to upcycle. I think that's really cool. I think it's better than letting everything just like rot in a landfill. Plus, then I don't have to go out and buy something. I have to just use what I've already got, and I think that's pretty cool. Let's move on. This is something that I'm really proud of. This is my little rat skull doll. I actually got this Barbie doll. It originally was at Mardi Gras in Mobile, Alabama. Somebody tossed it from one of the floats in the parade, and I got it, and I took off her head, and I made her a whole new little outfit, this little Victorian morning outfit that I think came out just so cute. I love her hat. I love her little rat skull. Like, that's literally a rat that was in our house, but then my cat caught it, and then I used it for this. So, thanks to my cat for catching it for me, providing me with these wonderful craft materials. Next is the doll that I am the most proud of because I completely made her 100% from scratch. Everything about her, I made her out of an air dry clay, and then I made her outfit from, again, all upcycled textiles, all like different clothes and stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this down so you can see her face a little better. Yeah, there's her face. She's got this cute little spider necklace here. She's got this sort of red brocade bodice. This beautiful, like, full skirt. This cute veil. I made this, like, little wig for her and everything. So this took forever, but I'd really like to do something like this again. Make, like, a whole doll from scratch, but that's a lot of work, and I don't always have time for that, but hopefully I'll be able to find the time at some point. There's one more thing that I forgot, but you can kind of see it in the background right there. That is Mr. F from Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. That's another really old one. I think I made that when I was like 15. My God, I just repainted a little Pillsbury Doughboy little rubber thing that I've got at like a thrift store or something. But I'll go get that. Alright, here he is. Any Johnny the Homicidal Maniac fans out there? I was such a huge Johnny the Homicidal Maniac fan growing up. Like, it was such a huge influence on, like, kind of person I am today. I started reading it when I was, like, 10 years old, like, way younger than I should have been, but I've loved it. And, now I'm like this. So, I think that's all the dolls that I wanted to show to you guys this time. So, I still have a whole lot more dolls left. Ones that I haven't, like, customized myself, just ones that I kept the way that they came, but I still want to show those off at some point too. But for right now, let's just take a look at my outfit.